So last time when we finished off, we got.
Wait a second before you start on that.
Yeah.
Okay. I done found out new information that y'all didn't tell me.
Okay.
I mean,
Let's start
We're
there.
still in the first 12 hours.
Yeah, first 12 hours.
All right.
12 hours, ain't it? I mean,
Hell,
12,
depends on what you finna say.
Probably 12 to 16, but yeah.
Yeah.
well, here's the thing I do know, okay? And I don't know. I remember this, so I had to be in the new hospital, the fresh hospital. What you call it?
Greenville.
Yeah, had to be over there. But some guy named Adam.
Yeah.
Yep.
What do you say yeah for? Y'all know him?
Yeah.
He was your nurse.
First night you was there.
Nurse, sorry.
Male nurse.
Male nurse.
This has been on a Sunday night or Monday night?
This would have been on, Sunday night. Yep.
Yeah.
Sunday night
Well,
you were in
see,
Greenville.
what I think tell you about Adam is
Go ahead.
Adam and do you remember the nurse Sue? Good looking girl, Sue?
No.
Smaller girl, Sue?
Wasn't a nurse named Sue, I don't think, but you could probably be close.
Well,
No. It was Sue. It was a night that he woke up. He's by himself.
bingo.
That's why I don't remember Sue. I
Yep.
wasn't there.
So they gonna do my heart cath on Tuesday.
They're going to take your tube out, then they're going to do your heart cath.
On Tuesday.
Yep.
All right.
Heart
so,
cath ended up being Wednesday.
So,
but
and they're gonna do it early, like 9 or 10 o'clock.
supposedly.
That's what they said. That's
So-
what they said at the time.
Sometime early, and I'm in there by myself. Okay.
Earl, keep an eye up there. See if there's a mouse up there. Along that ridge up there.
Don't stare at him, or he don't like that.
No. He's real timid. Not
Somehow,
Over here.
I don't know.
Right.
somehow, on when they Adam and Sue come in and says, Mr. King, we're gonna get you ready for your heart cath.
Yep.
I said, well, that's cool.
Yep.
You know. I said, what you want me to do? Well, you ain't got to do nothing. I said, we'll do it. And he gets out this beard trimmer.
I don't know what schedule he's on. I don't know if he works second shift or whatever, but there's a solid chance he don't show up.
Well, I'm gonna see if he does.
There you go. All right. So Adam
You got
comes
your pistol in your pocket, by the way.
Yeah, I do.
And if, hey,
it's
you
good
see
they're not
him.
bad.
Pop
Yeah.
one off him.
You see him. You
Pop
put his
one
ass
off,
down.
Earl.
You see me reaching, y'all be ducking.
Yep.
Yep.
So I'm in my room there, and I'm out. You know.
Oh yeah,
I'm plumb out.
You were alone and you were out because they don't allow people to stay overnight.
No.
So
Not in the ICU anyway.
Nope.
the next morning, and it had to be, I don't know, say 5 o'clock. I'm getting my heart cath done at 10, say. I think about what time it was. But about 5 o'clock or 5:30 or something, here comes Adam and Madison, I guess was her name.
Yep.
I thought it was Sue, but it might have been Madison.
Sue was overnight. Madison came back the next morning.
Well, it must have been Sue then. But here comes, and it might not be the same Adam, it might be a different Adam.
Oh, no, same Adam. Raylan was there that morning.
Yeah.
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 No, that's next morning.
All this
Sue
shit
was
running
Sue
together,
and
Dad. I'm
Sue and Adam, but I ain't sure it's the same. This Adam had a beard.
Yeah, same guy.
Yeah, same
Same
guy.
guy. All right.
Same
Well,
guy.
so it's 5:30 in the morning, and I'm laying there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here comes Adam and Madison or Sue, whoever it was. You know, good looking. I mean, both. They don't care if Madison or Sue. Both of them are real good looking
Madison.
nurses.
Yep.
I mean, good looking. You know, you take them home to meet your parents and stuff. I mean, so I'm laying there, okay, and I'm kind of groggy because I've been whatever
You've
I've
been
been.
asleep for 4 days.
He's
Yeah.
been sedated for a minute.
Basically.
You've
You've
been
been Michael
sedated.
Jackson
Well,
for
now
4
here's
days.
the thing that y'all didn't tell me, and I didn't know until it happened. So they come in and they look at me and say, "Mr. King, we're gonna get you ready for your heart cath."
Yeah.
Oh, well, cool.
Great. What does that entail is what they didn't tell you.
Bingo. So I'm thinking because my cardiologist told me, said we'll try to go into your wrist first and then your groin second.
Yeah. So plan A is wrist.
Yeah,
They went
sweet.
ahead and tossed plan A on out, didn't they?
Yeah. Plan A
That-
is
well,
easy.
see,
You thought.
I'm thinking, well, y'all get me ready then. But so Adam and whatever her name is, they reach and get the sheet, the
Dumbledore.
cover off of me. They jerk that cover off. They might as well throw it over in the floor.
Yeah.
So now I ain't plumb that because I got that little backless gown on.
Yeah, you
Back
got
of
you
that.
you got you a gown on the front. Essentially, the back's worthless, but
Exactly.
you're laying down, so the
Well-
front's still covering you.
Well, yeah, until Adam reaches around, undoes that thing, and he might as well throw it over the floor too. So here I am. I'm laying plumb ass naked with Adam staring at me and Madison staring. I'm listening. I ain't got nothing on. I'm just like I was born.
Was they giggling a little bit?
Well, it's funny you said that.
Dignity's gone.
Well, yeah, because when Adam threw my gown over there on the floor, I heard Madison go, "Oh my!" so anyway, I'm laying in my bed, plumb ass naked now. I mean, and here comes Adam with this like you got upstairs, creamy beer.
Oh, that's the manscaper.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, what the hell?
Oh, you've been there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And Adam's on this side and Madison's on that side, or vice versa, and he and then he hands it over to her. I told Madison, I said, I guess my vanity's gone. Y'all could do anything you want to me at this point. Anything. Yeah. What am I gonna do? I'm just like a fresh little baby. Do whatever you want.
That's the problem with the hospital is they don't have no damn reverence. You know what I mean?
Well, they didn't
been there
for me.
now. See,
They're very straight to the point.
Well, see, there was no debating the issue. There was no need to have any pre-conversation.
Yeah.
It was, Mr. King, we're going to get you ready. You might as well just sit back and enjoy the ride because there ain't a damn
Well, that
thing
was
you can
it.
do about it.
Honestly, Earl, I think you're spot on because if they had a conversation beforehand, it would have made it even more awkward.
That's correct.
Like, hey, here's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
We're going to take your gown off.
watch out. Here's what's finna happen.
We're going to get up in your intimate spots.
Yeah.
You know, if they had had that conversation, that would have probably made it way more awkward.
Well, if I had known what was gonna happen, see,
There you go. They didn't
I'd
want
say
you to do it.
my doctor said that y'all gonna try to go through my wrist, and if that don't work, you're going through my groin. Can we go ahead? Let's go ahead and try this wrist. Start with.
Right.
Yeah, let's
Go
see if
ahead
the
and do
wrist
that.
is going to work good.
See how that's gonna work out.
No.
If that works out pretty good, we ain't gotta do the rest.
We got to
of it.
go ahead and
Yeah.
prep both of those, though. So let's go ahead and prep both of them.
That was the thing.
And
They had
that's
to
what
get
they
ready
did.
for either circumstance.
The whole thing about this is circum.
See,
Yeah.
luckily you wasn't
The whole
Jewish.
thing about this, and I don't know if it was just me or y'all noticed or anything, but from then on till I got discharged, about every 15 minutes, one of them little nurses would walk by and look in there at me like that right there.
Yep.
All night, all day.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you what happened, Earl.
That was the thing.
It was odd. I was worried that his markers were going up. His blood pressure
Right.
was spiking or something, but it wasn't that. No.
Legally, they can't ask us, what religion he is, because really it don't matter unless you're Jewish. Then it kind of matters for this, But once they, got the damn Ryobi out and trimmed him up,
And
they were
determined
like,
he
Saul's
also
all-
wasn't
Got the
Jewish.
Saul's all out.
He was in fact Gentile.
yeah,
They figured it out pretty
they're like,
quickly.
yeah, we ain't got to worry about
Yeah,
him.
he's fine.
But
He's fine.
let's keep an eye on him because he's a loose cannon.
Yeah, let's watch him.
Yeah.
He's
So-
all right though.
So that happens. They get him all ready, and so we get there that morning, and they're
Well,
like,
first of all, my sheets and all that. I don't think they threw them in the floor. They might threw them in a chair, but they done trimmed me up in my bed there.
yeah,
So I'm laying there with all them Gentile hairs and stuff.
Yep.
yeah,
And they ain't brought them one of them little brooms like got at the barbershop to sweat me off or nothing.
nope,
I'm just laying there in my Gentile hairs. and-
Gentile residue is basically
Exactly.
what happened.
yeah.
Well, then they don't put that gown back on me. They just grab that sheet over and just throw over me. And they didn't throw it over me good. My
No.
feet sticking out, and
Yeah,
I'm thinking, I'm fixing to go down the hall through. I don't know how many doors past. I don't know how many people. And the only thing I got on is my feet's hanging out down there. I got a little sheet covering up my midwife area, and I don't know anybody I'm gonna see.
Nope.
What if something happens? What if my sheet gets hung under the wheel, jerks off? There I am laying in the middle of the hall, better off elevator full of people, naked.
So you know what they did? They brought him some socks.
They did. Size 3 XXL socks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
geriatric
The foot on the sock was that long.
They brought him socks that would have fit me or Josh.
Yeah. And I put them on, or they put them
They
on.
would have
me, and it looked
swallowed
like
our
looked like
feet.
you ever seen a platypus foot? That's what it looked like on my feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But luckily, at this point, he was awake and he knew it. So it wasn't a surprise that, oh shit, these are y'all socks.
But then that's when they tell me that we're gonna go down there and do this heart cath thing. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm thinking, well, bring me in a chair here or a walker or something. We'll walk down there. No, hell, we're going to take you in this bed you in right here with all them Gentile hairs.
Yeah.
I said, we gonna go in this? Yeah. And this is a big bed too. It barely gets through the doors and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I said, well, all right then. And so they did. They commenced to wheeling me out.
It had hydraulics in it. And I asked Dad the night before, I said, you may work 2 buttons at once, see if I can get it to buck, you know?
Yeah.
And he said, yeah.
Oh, yeah, do it. So we head down the hall, and listen, this bed's barely making the corners.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's barely making. Matter of fact, when we get to the elevator,
Had curb feelers on it. We were like, what are you doing?
It's huge, is basically what it was. It was a huge
when
bed.
we get to the elevator, we can't take the elevator because that elevator's too small. We got to wait on the
That's not the
what-
bed.
You
That's
got to take the freight elevator.
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah, the other elevator,
You gotta
because
take
it's
the
bigger. It
service
can hold that
elevator.
bed.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm here. I am laying out here naked, Gentile hairs everywhere, in the middle of the hall, waiting on the elevator.
Some fella named Todd came and got him.
Yeah.
And me and Josh, we said, hey, can we go with you or do we need to
Well, wait a second.
meet you
Before Todd
somewhere
got
else?
me, Todd said, we're going to have to stand you up and do something. I said,
Todd stand him up?
Well,
no,
he
yeah, one of y'all, I made one. I said, Todd was
Oh,
wanting
yeah.
me to grab his hand. I said, no, I get one of these boys. These big old
he
boys right
tran-
here.
he
They
tran-
stand me
That
up.
was when he transitioned you from the bed you were in to the transport bed.
Yeah.
They brought
Yeah.
a transport bed to you, which
Was the
was the
same damn
exact same
bed.
thing as the bed you were in. But they did transfer you from the Gentile hair bed to the new bed.
Got you a fresh one.
So luckily they did.
Well, when
something.
Todd come in, reason I wanted one of y'all to help me up, because y'all done it before.
Yeah.
But when Todd come in, he reached, he leaned over and did something to my bed. He said, "Hi, I'm Todd."
Well, that's the thing about that's the thing about
I said, "Well, that's Josh and that's Kelly. One of them's gonna help me." I guarantee
yeah.
you.
That's the
One of
thing.
them things gonna help me, the other's gonna whip your ass.
Yeah,
And
that's
Todd
the
said,
thing.
grab my hand.
Yeah, that's the thing about it. Like, I think when you're a nurse, you want to go in, and I feel like probably 90% of the time you're dealing with people who ain't got nobody, who need help, who
Yeah.
you want to be there for. This time you had us.
Both of y'all
hey, I'm
standing
more
there,
comfortable
yeah.
with them. They can, if I fall, they can catch me.
Yeah.
Todd, not sure. You look like a bigger guy, but you don't look that strong.
Right.
No.
And so that's
It would have been
why-
different too if Todd had walked through the door and said, "Hey, y'all, I'm Todd. I'm here to help Mr. King." No,
No,
Todd
he's
gets
kinda
over there, fools on my bed, leans down, and say, "Hi, I'm Todd."
Yeah, he just kind of snuck in.
Yeah.
He was like he was trying to steal you.
He didn't get
almost.
all in my
Yeah.
personal
Yeah.
space, but he got in a lot of it.
Yeah. That was the most alarming part that basically here's how it went. I handled the immediate, oh shit, something's happening. Afterwards, Josh handled the, oh, I got a shit, something's happening. I couldn't handle that part, right? So I tagged out.
I'm better with grosser stuff. Like not necessarily anything to do with Dad being gross. Just in general, I handle gross things better than Caleb.
Emergencies, I'm your guy.
Yeah.
After the fact, hey, shit's getting weird, he's your guy.
Yeah. Cleaning up the emergency, I'm
We-
probably a little bit better.
We decided in that aspect that's why we're the perfect tag team. Like, you can put the damn 4 Horsemen against us. You can put the Legion of Doom against us. Hell, you could put anybody against us. We're going to beat them. You know why? Because we complimentary.
Because Caleb's going to show up early and get the first bite, and then I'm going to show up late and I'm going to finish them off.
Bam.
There you go.
And that's how we worked. So when Todd showed up, he was like, "Hi, I'm Todd." We were like, "Hey, Todd, calm the fuck down. We here." You know what I'm saying? We got it.
Mm-hmm.
You need to sit him in that bed. We can handle it. He's like, "Grab my hand." Dad was
I
like,
don't know, Todd.
"No,
Hold on."
I'm going to grab his hand.
Yeah, he
I know
said-
him.
He said your hands are too soft.
Yeah.
So no.
So Josh scooped Dad up with a hand, and Dad walked over and sat down. Then we headed to the elevator to go down for the heart cath.
Mm-hmm.
The doctor, so we get down to the heart cath. And the
There's a
nurse,
floor below.
Yeah,
us.
they went all the way with me except to the last door, didn't they?
Yeah.
well, that was the thing. We said, "Hey, can we follow the bed to the lab?" And they were like, "Yeah, no problem." Because there's 3 nurses and Todd. We're like, "Okay." So they're like, "Come on." So me and Josh are following. And they're like, "We'll go get our mom and our cousin."
What it looked like, Earl, is me in the bed, okay?
And your entourage.
My entourage. 4 nurses, these 2 guys, follow me down there. And I don't know if I was still handcuffed to the bed or not. But if I was, I guarantee you people said, "Hey, right there, the convict. They ain't letting him out of the health side."
Well,
He's
as
convict."
soon as they seen you, they figured
Well,
that.
that's right.
You
And I
would've-
was, they said I was handcuffed to the bed somehow.
You would have thought that it was like a parade, because Todd had like, you would in a parade you got like the tuba player and the trombone player and the horns, and some guy beating the shit out of a drum, don't know what he's doing. Todd had a kazoo he kept blowing, and we were like, Todd, fucking quit.
You gotta stop, Todd.
This is serious.
You gotta
shit.
stop. This is
So-
not a joke.
We get down there and
We finally get the right elevator that we
Listen.
can get in.
we walk through the entire damn hospital.
A whole
Yeah, I'm gonna be
fourth
honest,
floor.
The time it took from us getting from Dad's room to the elevator was every bit of 8 minutes.
And
Walking through a hospital,
Yeah,
that
going
has
down
elevators
hall, I mean-
probably within 30 seconds
And
of
there's people in
everywhere.
rooms everywhere, and we going by, and they looking at me like,
They
what he
waving.
did? What
Yeah.
he did?
Like, hey, what happened?
What are you doing? Where you going?
I'll see you later. We're like,
Dang.
so we get to the elevator, and he's like, all right, we're going to go down one floor. He said, then they're going to roll him into the lab, and you guys can wait in this waiting room. We're like, all right, whatever. I said, looked at Josh, I said, I have no idea where my mom's at. Like, it's going to take me 45 minutes to go find her.
Yeah,
And she was there. She just wasn't in the room. when
She
they
was in
came
the
to
waiting
get him.
room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
in the
was-
entourage. So now I told Josh, I said, you hang out
We done
here.
left her on the fourth floor, and we
Yeah.
down at the third floor in the operating room, whatever that
Yeah.
room was. Mom's up there in the waiting room thinking we still in the room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
she had no
would-
idea we left.
From the amount of time we walked, you would think we were on the other side of the campus.
You would also thought he would have been done with his procedure by now.
Yes.
No.
Little did Mom know that
So I
we were
told
right
Josh.
below her. He just took the long way.
I said, hey, you hang out here. I'm going to go find Mom. 45 minutes later, I come back with Mom. So now Dad's in for the procedure for the heart cath. Luckily, they end up going through the wrist. So
But let me tell you about these heart cath too.
all
Now,
that Ryobi shit didn't even need it.
no, didn't need none of that. And I, like I told you, if we'd done that to start with, we wouldn't have had to do all this kind of stuff.
just
you
for
know, get out
posterity.
the saws off.
Yeah,
and all
but
that.
Yes.
you wouldn't have had the story to tell.
Well, no, that's
And-
right. But I really didn't want the story,
Well,
especially if whatever her name was, Madison.
Yep.
If she said, "Hey, it'd been a different story," I said, "I told more about this story."
Right.
But she said, "Oh my," like. So I don't know if I don't know how you measure stuff, but I don't know if I was really, really good or really, really bad.
Hey, oh my, was probably not on the good side.
Well, I wouldn't think so, but I didn't know. But anyway, so now they got to stop at the big doors, and they push that little thing so I can go on through, and they, Todd and whatever, they take me on in there. Well, they slide me, I don't know what they slid me on. They slid me up beside, it felt like a metal bed, that's what it felt like. So they slid me up beside it, and they said, all right, Mr. King, we're going to get you to crab roll on your back. And
You
yeah.
knew that wasn't happen.
No, I said, you going to get me to do what?
Yeah.
I'm going to get you to crab roll on your back. I said, no. Mm-mm.
See, we have no idea what happened. These are behind closed doors. We out.
If you want me to slide over in that other bed over there, I can do that. But I don't. First of all, I don't know what a crab roll is.
How do
And
crabs
second of all,
roll?
I don't know how to do it. So if you want me to get over in that other bed over there, just let me know and I'll just get over there. Well,
can stand up.
can you just slide over? I said, well, cool, I can do that. Slid over there and it's all fine.
So did you ever learn how to do the crab roll?
Not yet. I mean,
And you know what he didn't
still
do? He
don't
didn't
know.
say, hey, Todd, can you help me?
No, I didn't do that.
No.
Todd ain't in there. Only been in there is my female doctor, my heart
One.
doctor. She's in there, and I just saw her.
Yep.
And then there's another woman. And see, I done got over in this other bed. And they done wheeled the
Gentile bed.
out. So I'm laying on this thing, and I'm staring up. And the only thing that I'm staring at is it's about a 12-inch by 12-inch metal piece up there, and it's got a little, I don't know, little square design in it, and that's all that's up there. But I'm laying on this bed, all right, and my heart doctor, she's somewhere along right in here, all right, and this other lady, I don't know what she does, she's down toward my feet somewhere.
Oh,
She was looking at your socks.
Tickling you.
I think she might have been another one that said, oh my. And there's another one, and she's over here to the left somewhere, and I just assume she's watching TV, but she's watching a monitor. She's watching. So,
Bonanza.
yeah. So, I'm laying back looking up at this, and before I went, they did this on my arm. They put that thing in my arm right there. That's when I should have known right then. Say, well, you got it right then. See, they had all kind of things plugged into me.
Yeah.
They had, I guarantee you, Well, they didn't have enough outlets to plug everything in if I had to plug everything in. But they did have that thing going right here in my wrist. And that's what they're going to go through my heart at. And I'm thinking, well, that makes a whole lot more sense because you just go right up through here, straight across there, and you right there.
Was it
if you can start way down here at your groin area,
you got to
where
go
the
through
saw's you got to go straight up.
You got to go.
Watch out for your stuff.
Yeah.
Go past it. Get around your belly button. Get around your stomach. Go up. Watch them lungs. Going around. Come in sideways to get to your heart.
Yeah.
That didn't make sense to me, so I'm glad they went in right there.
Was it a big wire, or did you see it when?
Well, I didn't see it.
Okay.
But I do know this. I don't think she's going to let me see it.
Smart,
But
probably.
I do know this. So she's sitting right here, and there's a woman down at my feet, and this other woman over here. And so
Laughing at your socks.
I can't determine which woman's talking of them two down there, but her I'm listening to. All right, so one of them women down at my feet, she says, we're going to need a size 8, right, 13.2, 2 gauge. I'm thinking, they think to wire me up for something. That's exactly what I'm
Now,
thinking.
see, listen, Earl, I know you know about this. I don't know shit about electricity, but I know when you go gauges, the lower the gauge, the thicker the wire is.
Mm-hmm.
See? Smart. 2 gauge, pretty damn thick.
Well, I didn't even know what that meant, but
You must have thick.
she
thick
told
veins.
them that, and so then this doctor up here, she says, all right, we'll
Tickle him.
that's basically what she said. We'll go through and look at number 6 and come back through and do number 2, and then so one of them women down there says, all right, we'll go ahead and do number 6, and it's on. And I'm staring up. I ain't feeling a thing. I'm just staring up, you know.
That's good.
And so about a minute later, this lady over here says, all right, we're going to need a number 2 on number 6 on probably right 3, this and this guy. I think, oh my gosh, they sound like they're wiring me up for something.
Yeah.
And so the woman down at the bottom says, all right, it's ready. And so about 5 minutes later, I'm laying there, and the doctor looks at me. She said, all right, we done, Mr. King. I said, you done? She said, yeah. I said, you been plundering around in my heart already? She said, yeah. I didn't feel a thing. And I was awake, too, the whole time.
Oh.
I mean, I couldn't feel a thing. I didn't feel them in there or nothing.
That makes
Really?
me want to throw up.
Yeah.
I mean, I just...
It's made the heebie-jeebies.
I need something to eat. I'm not
Yeah,
doing well
I'm
at
thinking,
all.
and I asked her, I said, you done what you gonna do to my heart?
You've been inside my heart
yeah, that's
whole time?
I couldn't believe it. I mean, she said, yeah, we already through with everything. I said, well, what in all did you do? She said, we put 2 stents in, we scraped a little bit of something, and I said, you done all that? I ain't been here about 30 minutes. She said, yeah.
You didn't talk to her about air plugs, did you?
I know, but I did. I'll tell you about that in a few minutes. So she's done, and she said, Mr. King, we're gonna leave you here about 4 or 5 minutes, and then we're gonna get you back in your other bed and take you back up.
Gentile bed.
No, she called it.
Fresh bed.
No, it was the Gentile bed. I think it's the same bed. I don't even
Probably.
think if I would have got the sheet up, slapped it like that, and
Yeah.
get some of them Gentile hairs out, but
Right.
they didn't. So they pulled me back in. I get back on that thing right there, and that thing is, it's in my wrist. That how they went in through there.
I'm going to be sick.
Just how they got in, not the whole wire and everything. I was imagining. I couldn't see it because they wouldn't let me see it, and I didn't want to watch it. But I was imagining like a piano wire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
something
and
really
they done-
thin. Like a guitar string coming out. of
No.
They done put that thing in. Run up my arm
Yep.
somewhere. Run across my chest.
Put
And
your,
it's
put your
somehow-
ass 2 stents
Now,
in.
but see, this is the thing I didn't know. How'd they get in my heart?
Oh,
They had to cut a hole somewhere to get in there, didn't they?
No, they went in through the artery.
my God.
They went in. Keep going. The tunnel that they went in. So basically, if you look at this like a cavernous area, so say
So they went in they already got in my artery. They just went to my artery straight into my heart.
yes. Basically, it's like the Underground Railroad, except it's like the Interground Railroad. Yeah, like Harriet Tubman, except Harriet Tubman was a small, like, little guitar string that took those two stents and said,
Let's put them in.
through the
All right, here's
water
my-
slide of your artery.
Here's my other question I don't
Yes.
know now. When they put them stents in, and they got them where they wanted them to go, how'd they make them let go?
No, they put them in there. So basically, I think it's kind of like a Chinese finger trap. Whenever you so say this is the guitar string and this is the stent on the outside. Once they put it in there and they let it go, that thing goes.
How they let it go? Got just one of them things that just.
They just
Like
let her
right
go. Yeah, and then once it comes off of that wire, I think it spreads out and allows blood to come through there.
Well, that's what she said. Once it gets in place, it spreads out and opens up your artery.
Yep, and that's why you got to take some blood thinners. That's why you on some medication because they got to keep that. Because anytime you put, little known fact, anytime you put something in the human body that's not supposed
Something
to
foreign.
be there, something foreign in the human body, it's probably going to reject it. Newsflash, it's going to try to reject it initially.
Yeah.
So
listen,
that's why they
for
put
you and your
on them
friends,
blood.
gerbils and shit like that. You can't do that.
Yeah. So basically, that's what happens. Is they put you on them blood thinners is because they don't want that area to be like, hey, what's this thing? We got to clot it up. Because normally that's a response that your body would say, like, hey, we got a problem here. Let's clot it up. Make sure nothing happens. They put you on them blood thinners so stuff gets through there. The blood, oxygenated blood, probably.
So how long will it be for them stent for them? My heart says, hey, you can stay. You know, without taking the blood.
That's you probably will have to be on blood thinners for a while,
How long?
like forever.
Rest of your life.
Yeah,
Rest of my life.
forever. Yeah, you're gonna have to probably take a pill forever, but it's just a blood thinner. So
Well, that's okay. At least
yeah, I
you're not in
mean
the hospital. for
one
that.
pill a day or heart attack, hurt thing. Yeah, I think you're on the right side of it. I think you're on the right side of it. I'm not
So-
a doctor, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn.
So
didn't.
I have to go now. I have to go back to my room, and I have to wait on the elevator again. The long elevator, and my entourage is not as big this time. I think I only got like 2 nurses, and I don't even know if Todd came along this time.
We wasn't there.
Yeah, we weren't there.
So anyway, they
Where'd
bring
y'all
me back.
go?
We were in the waiting room.
That
at this
was the
point.
thing. They told when they took him for the thing to shoot him through his wrist, they were like, hey, it'll take like 30, 45 minutes. If there's something in there we can fix, it'll take about an hour. We'll call you and let you know. So they're like, whose number do you want us to call? So me and Mom were both like, pointing at each other. I was like, you can call me. Nobody called. A nurse came out about 45 minutes into it and said, hey, we found some stuff we can fix. We're going to go ahead and fix it. I was like, cool.
Great.
My logic was the longer they're in there fixing shit, the less chance there is of open heart surgery.
In case thinking they got a broom and a mop trying to sweep
Because
things up,
that
clean
was
up,
the other
you know.
option. If they didn't get done with this, they were going to have to fall back, punt, get ready for open heart surgery.
Get the Sawzall, call you, slice them down the middle.
So
Him open.
Right.
if they had substantial issues with this, we knew that it was going to be a little bit worse.
My logic
bit
was
worse.
they come back quick, shit, we finna have to saw him open.
Yep.
The longer they're in there, the better.
Yep.
Well, unfortunately, they were in there for a while.
Yeah, and that logic we had of them being in there longer ran out about halfway in. We were like, oh, okay, well, this is a little bit worrisome.
Something's happening, and we don't know.
Yeah, and they're
So
not
a nurse
telling us.
came out and said, hey, we found some stuff, we're going to fix it. Cool. Then
That was
nothing.
45 minutes in.
So
So an hour and a half, so
Yeah.
double the time.
now we're starting to
Nothing.
worry.
2 hours in, we're like, okay.
Was it that long?
What's going on?
It was a while.
It was about 2 hours when they finally gave us the last phone call.
Somebody calls and said, I picked up the phone and said, hey, hey, this is Caleb. That's because of my name. And they were like, hey,
seen the
this is, right. They were like, hey, this is Dr. So-and-so. Just want to let you know about your dad, or they want to let you know about Francis. Who is that? I'm like, the fuck you mean, who is that?
Yeah.
Who is that? No, I'm just kidding. It's
Well,
my
if you
dad.
just said Buddy King,
Yeah.
See, that was the thing. They didn't learn that till later. They like you, roll into the dealerships. Hey, let me see Francis Maurice. They don't know him by his damn government name.
Mm-hmm.
Or they know him by his government name.
Yeah, he goes by that witness protection program name most
Smart.
of the time.
they said, hey, just want to let you know, sorry, took me so long to call you. I got called off to something else. No, you didn't. We didn't hear shit. Because the whole time Dad was asleep in the hospital, or Michael Jackson in the hospital, propofol, they'd be paging. They'd be like, emergency.
Medical emergency, floor 3. Medical emergency, floor 3.
They'd say it like 12 times, and then you'd see people running.
Yep.
And we're like, holy shit, is that Dad? You know? And they were like, no, you're fine. Yeah. They didn't say that shit the whole time he was in there. So I'm feeling better now that I had some water.
So we knew basically he didn't get pulled off for a medical emergency.
So let's back up for a second. So in y'all's version of this, we're 2 hours into it.
Oh, yeah.
In his version, it was 5 minutes, and he was done.
10 minutes at the most.
He may have still had some propofol in his system.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So we're 2 hours.
But I was awake during my
during 5 minutes of it.
I was awake for all of it.
He was awake for the whole thing. The problem is that morning he was coming off of his propofol.
Yeah.
So he's still kind of. Look, that's pretty damn smart. We've established that.
And he can keep up.
The podcast.
He can keep up with time.
At this point in time, he's juiced to the damn gills. He's been asleep 3.5 days.
Yeah, he's basically high on fentanyl right now.
So his time frame is 5 minutes. For us, it's a legit on the shit 2 hours.
Okay, that's what I was trying to
Right.
wrap my brain around.
The legit time frame is 2 hours from the time he went in until the phone call.
Doctor calls us. He says, "Hey, sorry, I got pulled off to something else." And we're like, okay. He's like, everything went great. We're like, oh, thank God,
Yeah, sweet.
He says, found some blockages, cleared them up, put a couple stents in there. He's good to go. He should be back. He should be, back in his room in the next 10 minutes. You guys go up and see him. And I'm like,
how did we get there from here?
Yeah, great. It took us 20 minutes to damn drive here on our feet. How do we get back? He's like, he's in the same room. What the fuck's wrong with you? I'm like,
and it was literally right above where we were. We didn't know it until we went back up to see him. We were on the 3rd floor. We got on the elevator. We went up to the 4th. His room's right there.
Same room he's been in the whole time he's been there.
What?
It took us 15 minutes to get to the damn elevator.
I don't know where Todd took us or if he took us in a circle on purpose. But
Todd has autism, is basically what we're saying. He don't know where shit's at. He got lost
He
in
took
the
us
colors.
to the farthest elevator that he could to get him up to the next floor.
He wanted to make it
above where
seem like
he
a big
was,
deal.
Or below where he was at that point.
So he's like, he'll be back in his room in just a few minutes. You can go see him. We're like, oh, shit. So we all go hop on the elevator now that we know he's okay.
And listen, I've been in the room 15 minutes now.
Yeah.
Already.
Mm-hmm. He'd been in there waiting on us. He's like, where's lunch? We're like, well, so we go up. Yeah, we go up, we see him. We're like, hey, how are you feeling? He's like, where y'all been?
I'm fine. Also, I'm hungry.
Yeah. We're like, well, we didn't, the doctor wasn't doing a good job of telling us, he got called off. He had to go down mow his grass or something, or pay the guys who mow his grass.
Yeah, tea time.
Yeah. And so he forgot. He's like, oh, sorry, guys, I got called off. We're like, no, you didn't.
No.
So we get back up, see Dad. Everything's good. They got him figured out, And then, so we get through that day, which is great. But they have
that was Tuesday.
This is Tuesday.
Yeah. Wednesday.
No, this was Tuesday. Heartcast was Tuesday.
No, we try to get it done on propofol.
We tried to get it done on Tuesday, and then they did the heart cath on Wednesday.
Here's the thing. We left on Thursday night.
I'm finna tell you.
You did. You had the heart cath the day before, and you waited the whole next day.
Bingo.
You waited the whole day of Thursday to
They
get
had
out.
to
You got out
monitor.
Thursday.
See, what they did was they had to. You might be right. So they had to monitor him for 24 hours after the heart cath to make sure the guitar string.
Which was Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock, say. So Wednesday morning at 10 o'clock, I'm thinking, I'm going to be going home in a little while. And I asked one of them pretty nurses, I said, doctor said, I'm going to go home. She said, which doctor? I said, I might have misheard him, but I heard somebody say it.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. King, they wasn't talking about you. I said, well, am I going home? She said, you're not going home today. I said, well.
You know what? You're right. Because you're exactly right. Because they said, okay, we're going to transfer you to a regular room. And here's what happened. Tuesday afternoon, you had your heart cath. They said, we're going to transfer you to a regular room.
That's right. Yep.
And they were like, okay, well, Tuesday night, came and went, wasn't in a regular room.
There were no regular rooms to be had.
Earl's got the text.
On
Tell 'em.
Wednesday, January the 18th,
There we
at
go.
1:46 p.m.,
Bingo.
Yep.
KK texts me. Doctor just called.
That's
just
me.
finished with the cath. One artery was 90% blocked. We're able to go in and put in a stent and open it back up. He's back in his room resting now. Most likely get discharged tomorrow.
Yep.
That was Wednesday.
That was
Yep.
Wednesday at 1:46
The time
p.m.
frame is correct.
Now hold on a minute.
The procedure, they actually, just for clarification purposes, he actually had 2 stents. 2 stents put in the same artery. Still, the time frame is correct. Wednesday at whatever time you said, Earl, is when he came out of the heart
Tuesday
cath.
at 5:22 p.m. he had texted me, doing pretty good, just tired. Started a nap about 20 minutes ago. He is resting now, so hopefully can do heart cath early tomorrow and get a plan of action tomorrow.
There we
So
go.
All right, now
Wednesday,
here's
Wednesday
the
was
question I
heart
got
cath.
for everybody. Okay, Earl just read it.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've heard that I had one of them 90% blocked.
Yep.
This is the first time I heard they put both stents in one place.
Yeah,
One-
in the
one-
same artery.
First I've heard of any of this.
Well,
So-
we saved it for this, so it'd be a shock factor for everybody.
and it
Yeah.
is. Earl just read it.
Yeah.
So I had one of them 90% blocked.
Yeah, basically you had one problem child artery.
Yeah.
How many I got
How it
altogether?
How it
3.
didn't make it to him, at least
Problem
4.
child's or artery?
At least
I'm
both.
thinking 2 problem
At
child.
least-
Problem
Yeah.
child? Yeah, 3. One artery, me and Josh.
2 children. But arteries, you only have 1.
Yeah.
I only got one artery and it was 90%
No.
blocked.
No. You only have. Yeah, I think
3 arteries.
I think you have 3, maybe 4. I'm not a doctor.
Is that right?
Yeah.
One was 90% blocked.
Yes.
They put 2 stents in. You're good to go.
Yes.
One was 60% blocked.
Oh, hell, here we go. Why didn't they put a stent in it?
I'm going to
They
tell
was
you.
in
That's the
there.
one they scrape.
Because, Earl, you can confirm this. The heart is an amazing muscle.
Hold
See,
on a
here's
minute.
what
Earl
happens.
can confirm it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Earl
I'm a heart
knows.
doc.
Yeah. The heart, here's what the heart does, Earl. The heart will say, oh, shit, something's happening. Ought not be happening. So your one artery was 90% blocked, and that one was like, hey, fuck off, you finna die.
Yeah, that one said, "Hey, let's toss up a red flag on the beach. No swimming. Obviously, nobody's making it through this canal.
Remind me to bleep that out.
We need to do something."
Yeah. The second one that was 60% blocked was like, uh-oh, something's happening. Uh-oh. You know what it did? Your heart said, hey, that one's blocked. We're going to make another way. We're going to make another
We're
path.
gonna grow another way.
It grew.
Hold on just 1 minute.
See, hold
Earl,
Yeah, this is
confirm this for me. Y'all saying that
What they call
I had 3 arteries and I'm getting ready to grow another one because one of them blocked up?
Yes,
What they-
they call
what
it.
they
What they
call
call it is lizard heart. You know how you
Yeah.
cut a lizard's
See,
tail
I know
off?
right now, y'all tell a damn lie.
You cut a
No, no.
lizard.
Ain't no lizard heart. Have you ever heard of lizard heart?
Yeah.
You heard of lizard heart, Earl?
Yeah, you cut. So
You
you
see,
cut
y'all trying to convince me on something, and I know it ain't right.
No, it's
ain't
a
no
real
such
thing.
thing as no
Remember-
lizard
No,
heart.
it's a real
Remember.
thing.
You was on heavy drugs.
Propofol,
through this whole
specifically.
ordeal.
I would
What
have
they
remembered
gave
if
Michael
somebody
Jackson,
said
they
anything
gave
about
you.
lizard heart.
No, well, they didn't call it that, but I called it that. So I gave
got
it the
a
name.
feather in his hat, he
I
knows.
got it the name lizard heart because when you cut a lizard's tail off, it'll grow back. What your heart did, it had an artery blocked, and it said, "Okay, well, what do we do about that? Well, let's try to get it unblocked."
It was like a fat kid got stuck in a slip and slide tube. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was like a beaver dam at the bottom of that slip and slide, and they were like,
Yeah.
"Oh, well, we're not getting through there. What can we do?"
Build another one, leave that kid in there.
Yeah, option 1 was to unblock it. Couldn't do that.
No, he's too
Option
fat.
2, build a whole nother slide to get to that same, pool, and then there you go, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
And that's what your heart did.
So
It
you-
grew another
so-
slide. Yeah.
So it grew another in a day and a half, 2 days.
No.
This has
This
happened
is
over a
probably
while.
over
Many
a long
years.
time.
Yeah.
How long?
Well, we don't know really.
Well, you can't
Really,
specify it, but
the
what-
only person that knows is the Lord.
Yes.
But you don't have a bad diet since you've had diabetes. Before that, you ate like shit. But you also smoked for 40 years, and that didn't help.
Yeah.
So in that time frame, your heart said, "Whoa, some
This
shit's
guy's
going
trying to
on
mess
here."
things up. We
Yes,
better take
I'm
our
getting
action.
blocked for some reason.
There we
For
go.
whatever reason, it got blocked. Now, whether it was 10, 20, 5, 6 months,
Who knows?
who knows?
So what I found out tonight that I didn't know already,
Yeah.
is first of all my heart was blocked 90%,
Yep.
Yep.
and they went in the same What'd you call them?
Artery.
Artery, and put 2 stents in the same artery.
Yes.
That was the one
Went
that
to
was
the
90.
next artery and raked her out.
That's right. Got a rake, cleaned out my other artery, so now I got 2 fresh arteries. And this other one over here, is it all right?
It's close enough.
I wouldn't call them fresh. I would call them refurbished, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then where's this other lizard heart growing? Where's it coming from? Where's it going?
So basically,
where's it going?
I got
Coming
you.
from?
So basically, I got you.
Tell
Let's say your heart has 3 arteries. I don't know if that's right, but it has 3 or 4 main ones. So you were 60% blocked on this one. You was 90% blocked on this one. This one was all right.
Yeah,
This one was all
fine.
right. This one was
Yeah.
good. So they went in and put 2 stents in.
That's the one I used
Just
most
say
of
you
it.
cut it down by half.
That one was keeping you alive, basically.
Yeah. So just say you cut it down by half with 1 stent. So 45% clear now.
Out of breath. Can't catch my breath.
22.5%
Naked
clear
on the
now.
porch.
So now you're good. So they put the 2 stents in this one. This one's still blocked up. They probably scraped it or something. I don't know what they did, but they apparently got it clear. So now you have, 2.
So I got 3 good ones.
Yeah.
Now what we gonna do with this 4th one?
Well, the 4th one's fine, obviously, and then
Yeah,
this
but I mean,
one's
what's
fine.
it gonna do? I started with 3. Now I got 4. What's that 4th one gonna do?
Two of them bring oxygenated blood back to your heart, and 2 of them send oxygenated blood out to your heart.
Well, to start with, I didn't have but one. I'm
So
sending out and 2 coming back in.
Yeah, so you got 2. So basically you got two
No,
ones.
you're intermixing arteries and veins. when
Yeah,
you start
sorry.
talking about
The veins
Here we
bring
go.
back the unoxygenated blood. The arteries send out the oxygenated blood.
Yeah.
My main question is: this extra artery, is it still in there?
Yeah.
Yes.
And what's it doing?
Keeping you alive.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's got 2
It's 2
Chinese
little
finger
rivers now
traps.
instead of one great big river.
It's got 2. Yeah, it's got 2 of the Chinese
Oh.
finger traps, and they went, pew, and
How'd
they
they go?
opened up your arteries, and now you running,
How'd they go?
Yeah.
and now you running fine.
Well, I've learned now that I've got an extra artery,
Yeah.
and I've learned that tonight.
Yeah.
I ain't heard that before.
Well, now
90% blocked,
You grew back.
2 stents in the same aorta.
Yeah.
and
Essentially.
I got they cleaned me out with a rake on one
And
valve.
you got a little trim.
Yeah. That's exactly right. Got a trim.
They also said there's a good chance your hair comes back.
I remember hearing that. That's what I was going to tell Earl because he asked me a while ago about them plugs.
Yeah.
I asked that, I think it was the heart doctor, that pretty little heart doctor.
I don't remember.
I asked
her
her, I
name, but
said,
yes.
Tell her you got a friend that needs a little.
well, I asked her, I said, now, they say that this heart, this amazing muscle. She said, it is. I said, well, what's the chance that my hair's going to come back? She said, well, there's a good chance.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I said, really? She said, yeah, just not in this life.
Yeah.
Well, what's that mean? She said, Mr. King, your hair's gone. I said, I've heard of people that had a heart attack and their hair started growing wildfire-like and it'd be white and stuff.
Yeah.
She said, I've heard about them people too. I ain't never seen one. I've heard about them, but
Yeah.
I said, so
There's Inuits up in Alaska or whatever.
I said, so there ain't no chance.
Hooking dogs up
First
to
of all,
the
I'm
slave.
going to get any taller or my hair going to grow back. She said, nope, none whatsoever.
Oh, no.
I said, all right then. The heart doctor says that I can go home.
You back from the heart cath. Now we're waiting to get you home.
Well, she didn't say I could go home. What she said is I might be able to go home tomorrow.
There we go.
Which was on Wednesday.
Okay.
All right, but when she said that, I took it as like, you going home.
Yeah.
Because she might as well said that.
That's what you wanted to hear.
That's right. So now I'm thinking Wednesday, this is Tuesday night. All I got to do is in the morning was wake up, first of all. If I do that,
That's step one.
well, my heart's good if I wake up. So,
Yeah.
and then all they got to do is say, all right, Mr. King, you can put your clothes on, get on out of here. You know, and I'm thinking, I'll be going home. I'll be home by 12:30.
No.
See, that's what we thought. We thought, oh, hell yeah, he's going to be good. So I sent Josh home. I said, hey, you going home. You stayed last night. You know, you got shit to do. You going home, go to work. I'll pick Dad up from the hospital. I'll bring him home. He'll be good to go. No. So
And see,
Thursday morning,
I have been in the hospital fairly recently.
Yeah.
I had been in the hospital, so unfortunately, I knew that it probably wasn't going to be that quick. I didn't want to say nothing now because I don't want to be that guy. Like,
You don't
you
wanna
might
be
as well
Davey
get
Down.
ready. Like, it's,
so the Wednesday, she done gave me this false hope that I'm going home
Yeah.
2 or 3 times. Either that or I said it. So I can't sleep Wednesday night because I know I'm going home Thursday, the next day. And I'm thinking, the quicker I wake up, like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, they can get me out of here. I'll be in my bed, I'm thinking now I'll be home by 8 o'clock in the morning. Well, about 8 o'clock, here comes a nurse, and I don't even know her name.
Yeah.
But she says,
She wasn't great.
no, but she says, I'm trying to think of the other girl's name. It was something like Mary. She said, Mary will be in a few minutes to talk to you about your life vest.
I didn't know I was going swimming.
Well,
Yeah. That's what we thought.
Kind of looked the
Yep.
same way. I looked at her like,
I just
I'm
had
gonna have to have a vest
procedures
to get out of
done.
here?
Yeah, I don't.
I'm not going swimming.
I know how to swim.
and I say, well, cool. I mean, tell Mary to come home.
Yeah, the quicker the better, because as soon as Mary leaves, maybe I can go home.
'Cause my doctor said I could go home. Or I said, I heard it somewhere that I could go home today probably. So Mary now is got an appointment. We talking about my heart vest, the one I got on right now, same one. And she comes in, and this nurse tells me at 8 o'clock in the morning, Mary's gonna come and tell me about this heart vest, life vest. I said, well, cool.
Yep.
So I said, well, let me just lean back in this bed. She'll be in a minute. I'm just rest till she gets here. And this is at 8 o'clock in the morning. And I'm thinking, if Mary come on, I can get this done before I eat breakfast. If she don't, Mary's going to have to wait till I eat my breakfast. I don't want that because I want to get on out of here. So 9 o'clock rolls around, they bring me my breakfast, and I still ain't seen Mary, So I wolfed down my breakfast because I'm in a hurry. I'm ready to go home.
You waiting on Mary.
Yeah. And that's when, was both of y'all there?
Nope, just me.
Just you.
About 10 o'clock, doctor rolls in. Doctor, and he says,
And this is a real doctor.
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't one of them wants to be a doctor. He's a real doctor.
oh yeah, and he knows what he's talking about too. He rolls in and he says, hey, Mr. King, we're gonna get you ready for discharge. And then me and Mom and Dad were like, hell yeah, let's go
perk up.
home.
Oh, we go now.
He says, a couple questions. He said, or Dad asked him, he said, so when I leave here, do I have any special instructions? And the doctor says, yeah, you need to, clean up your diet a little bit. And luckily, Dad's got a pretty clean diet, because he got to beat us. It's under control.
And he's quit going to the diner.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And that was the main thing.
That
The
was
doctor
the
said,
main thing.
You ever go past a diner in Spartanburg?
Not so much
Dad
for
was
the
like,
food,
"No."
just being there.
He said, no, I don't fool with them people no more. They going to hell.
That's,
So,
that's out of my
He
wheelhouse
said,
now.
nope, I'm good. I can clean
I don't
up
even
my
look
diet.
over there anymore. Earl.
He said, do you smoke? And Dad said, well, I did. And
Till last Saturday night about 12 o'clock.
that's what the doctor said. He said, when'd you quit? And Dad said, last Saturday, about 12:30. And the doctor said, oh, okay, good. And I was pretty excited. I was like, hell yeah, high five. And then he said, okay, so we're going to get you fitted with your life vest. And then I looked at him. I was like, he knows how to swim. You don't need it. He's fine. He was like, no, calm down, fatty. I was like, whoa, listen.
He said, you're next.
Easy.
He's like, you on your way? I was like, I lost 100 pounds last year, you asshole. So calm down, one. And two, I know. So then he said, we're going to get your discharge papers ready. You'll be out of here probably about 2, maybe 3 hours. This is at 10 o'clock in the morning. So I'm thinking 1 o'clock, I'm scooping Dad up, Mom up, and we going home.
We home by 3 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. We stopping to get lunch. Hell.
Yeah.
So I just, what I said? I said, all right, I'm going to go back to my aunt's house. I'm going to pick up all of our accoutrements, Mom's bag of clothes, my bag of clothes, some lasagna that someone had made for us that was
Hold on a minute.
amazing.
And you don't know the story about this lasagna either.
No,
Oh, my
This
God.
has got a whole different story.
Yeah.
Because my sister-in-law's sister-in-law, which lives at the beginning of the street,
Yeah.
okay, she loves me to pieces, and I love her to pieces. And she's from Brazil, and her name's Dina.
Oh, yeah.
But now when she makes lasagna, they ain't even no can around.
Earl,
Well,
you
she-
like lasagna?
Not really.
Well, the
you'd
the
like this
pasta
one, I
in
promise.
lasagna, she makes that. She don't buy that. She makes that part,
When you
and then
make-
everything goes with it.
Us white folk, when we make lasagna, we go to Ingles. and
Get
we
all
get
the
some
stuff.
noodles.
You get the oven baked
we get
noodles.
Okay, we could do it that way. We could get one that's in the freezer section, pop it in the oven. 20 minutes later, we're good to eat.
No. I'm talking about the noodles that are ready to just put in a pan on top of sauce and cook.
So you get noodles.
Either
you get
one.
sauce.
Yeah.
You get some bread to go on.
Some ricotta.
So
You get it
basically,
all
we can have lasagna ready in an hour at the most.
Yeah, you get them all ready out of a can. You got the lasagna sauce in a can. You got the ricotta. You got the noodles in a box.
9 hours later, Dina's still cooking lasagna.
Yeah. She made the noodles homemade. She made the sauce homemade. The damn ricotta. I think she baked the bread about a week and a half ago. Mm-hmm. It was insane. So I went to my aunt's, got mom's clothes, my clothes, and lasagna. Put it on ice.
Hold on, tell them about this lasagna. Lasagna's for me now. I've been in hospital. I can't eat none yet.
Yeah.
You know, but they've been telling me how good it is all week long.
What little bit of food he has
Yeah.
been straight up hospital food. Like it was a grilled piece of chicken breast, which
Yeah.
So
That someone
they
dropped.
teasing me with this
Been there,
lasagna.
done that.
yeah.
And I'm
Yeah,
thinking,
you've been there.
if I can ever get a bite of this lasagna, one bite's all I need.
Yep.
If I can ever get one bite, I'll be satisfied. I know I will.
Maybe
'Cause
healed.
I got no idea how good it is, but from the big boys, and they ate it, and they ain't much left. They brought me a little bit.
It was good.
It must have
Yeah.
been glorious.
It was.
So
And I'm thinking, if I can get one bite,
the doctor tells him at about 10 o'clock, hey, couple 2-3 hours you'll be going home. So I'm thinking, I'll go get this, I'll be back, I'll pick him up at 1, we'll be home by 3, he'll be eating lasagna at 3:30. Well, what ends up happening is I go do my part, and it's no fault of dad, no fault of mom. It is the hospital who's dragging their damn feet on his life vest. So
Mary ain't showed up yet.
Mary ain't there yet, and it is time for my lunch.
Yeah,
So they dragged my lunch around about 1 o'clock.
yeah.
So now we done waited from 8 o'clock in the morning when Mary's supposed to be coming in about my life bed. Now it's done got to 1 o'clock, and I'm eating lunch thinking, where the hell's Mary? And matter of fact, I'm asking everybody that comes by,
Hey.
you Mary?
Mm-hmm.
None of them are. I'm thinking, well,
Where's Mary?
So we wait, and we wait. And then I can tell Dad's feeling better because now he's getting pissed.
this done run to the 3:30, 4 o'clock now.
Well,
Oh.
I've been there, done that.
See, you know it.
Yep.
So I think it ended up being about 6 o'clock. Dad says, hey, why don't you go ask somebody if I'm going home or if they going to bring me this damn vest or what the hell's happening.
Can I go home without this vest?
Yeah.
Can I just leave? Do I have to check out? Can I just go down and find one of these elevators and go down it?
Right.
Because it's after 4.
Yeah.
Checkout should be now.
Yep. So I go and find a lady and I said, hey, my dad down here, she don't even ask who my dad is, right? She's seen me walk past his desk so many times. She says, he's waiting on that life vest. I said, yeah. She said, I got it right there. I said, bitch, where in the fuck you been?
Oh, I know you Mary.
And I didn't use those terms, but in my head, I was like, hey. And she said, as soon as I get off shit, as soon as I clock out at 7, I'm coming to put his life vest on. And I'm sitting there thinking, well, you should probably be on the clock for legal purposes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, in case you hook him up wrong.
Turns out it's a whole different company that does the life vest. It ain't through the hospital. It's a damn subsidiary of somebody. So I said, all right.
They make cattle prods too. Just in case.
Yeah. So I go back. Now I got good news. And I go tell Dad, I say, hey, don't worry. So-and-so's coming down here to hook you up at 7. So about 7:15, this lady shows up. She starts telling us about this life vest. And basically what the life vest is it's a Under Armour shirt that's got 3 pads, 1 here and 2 on his back. That is a, it's a yeah.
Yep.
It's a bra you put on backwards.
Yeah.
Yep.
Basically what it
You
is.
hook it
Yeah.
on the front.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is it's that, and basically what it is it's a defibrillator that goes on the outside of your body, and if
Which is this thing right here.
bingo,
That thing right there?
tape recorder.
Yeah.
That's your
If
box.
you if,
Weighs
so-
about 8.5 pounds.
if Dad was to have a heart attack or a heart something
Issue.
Algorithm.
if his heart shit the bed, that thing right there would say, whoa, 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 what's wrong?
It'll kick in. But here's the thing.
Yeah,
it's gonna have to ask me, can it kick in?
Right.
So I got to be able to answer it.
And if he don't, that's when it says, BAM! Wake up, bitch.
Yeah.
And then he
They,
comes back to
didn't
life.
say how hard it would be, but if I don't answer, if it asks me, can we fibrillate you? Ain't that what you got?
Yeah.
Can we fibrillate you? It's gonna ask me that on this thing. If I don't answer back, push them 2 little orange buttons. If I don't answer it back,
Oh, yeah.
it's gonna zap me
light
back.
your world
Yeah,
up.
it is. And the thing
gonna be a
about it
hell
is,
of
I
an
don't know how
alarm
hard
clock.
it's gonna light me.
Oh.
So if I'm laying in bed, I'm wondering if is it gonna be hard enough to throw me out the window?
Yeah.
Or am I
Yep.
gonna throw me on the floor?
Because they told us when they're telling him about the vest, they're explaining it to him and Ma, and I'm thinking, oh, we going home, ain't nothing to worry about. This lady starts telling him about that vest, and she says, hey, it'll shock you back to life, and it'll be 60 million volts, or how many volts are there in them? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
It's got more than a transistor radio. I can promise you that.
She's talking about all this shit. I've been worried all week, right? But now I'm zoning in, thinking we're at the home stretch. I'm getting him home. He's gonna watch Josh get married. He's gonna play golf with me. We're good, right?
Unless this thing goes off.
She starts telling me about this. She said, if the siren goes off and you don't push those buttons, it's going to shock you back to life. And starts telling about it. And I'm sitting there thinking, I almost passed out. I was like, holy shit. Like, it's going to do all this? She's like, yeah. I'm like, I hope Mom and Dad are listening because I'm zoned out. I'm about to throw up again like the damn guitar string or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And we was listening.
Ugh.
But she says, I'm going to show you how it works. And so the first thing she does, she said, now, this noise right here, all you got to do is it's letting you know that it's checking all your connections and all that. And so when it makes this little boom, boom, boom noise, she said, oh, just pinch these 2 orange ones together. I said, well, that's cool. I can do that. But then she fires up that siren. I said, oh. Shit. That gave me a heart attack right there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Man, he just had a heart attack.
Yeah.
Calm down.
And that thing,
Can't scare
and I'm thinking, I thought they was gonna make all the people leave the hospital. I mean, that's how bad I thought it was.
Thought a fire alarm went
or
off.
something. But she reaches over and squeezes it together. She said, now when that goes off, you in trouble.
Yeah.
I said, I know I will be, especially if I'm in church or something like that. I will be in trouble. But she says that means that it's asking you, are you okay? And if you don't answer, it's gonna shock you.
Yeah.
I said, well, all I got to do is push them 2 orange things together. She said, yeah, if you can. If you can't, it's going to know
shock
it,
you
and that's
back
when
to
it's going
life.
to shock you.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, now, how bad is it going to shock me?
Mm-hmm.
You better hope it's bad enough.
Well, he looked at me, and I could tell in his mind he thought, hey, call Earl. Ask him what the hell's going on.
I'm thinking, if I'm driving in the truck
Oh.
with my window down, is it bad enough to throw me out the window? Or if I got my seatbelt on, is it going to buck me back against the seat and knock me out against the back window?
Yeah.
What's going to happen? And run off the road and probably kill myself because I had almost a heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many volts this thing gets, but from what I can understand, and the people that I've talked to that ain't never had one, they said it's like putting a fork in an outlet in your house.
Josh
You've
has
done
done
that before, right?
Josh has done it.
it wasn't a
Doesn't feel
fork,
good.
first of all.
It was a knife.
And a knife will fit in with each one of them little things. So, first of all, they need to make knives bigger or them things smaller
Mm-hmm.
to protect children. But I'm thinking,
Or adults.
I'm not going to worry about that because I don't want to know how strong it is. As long as it don't go off, I'm fine.
Yep.
That's right.
That's what my thinking was.
That's
Hey,
the goal.
as long as we don't ever hear that, he's good.
But then I get home that Thursday,
Whoa. Before you get there, before we get him out of the hospital, she says, hey, this thing goes off, steer clear. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, don't help him. I'm like,
you can't touch it. You can't turn it off.
I
You
said,
can't.
if my dad's having a heart attack, I'm going to help him. Remember what happened last week? I'm going to do it. She said, no, get away from him. I'm like, what do you mean? She said, if that thing goes off.
That put in my brain how strong this.
Yeah. Because she looked at me and was like, you need to get away from him. I'm like,
He's a big old boy.
my mom might need to get away from him. I'm going to help him. She said, She said, unless you want to get shocked too. I said, well, my brother had been shocked by an electrical outlet and a fork.
Look what it did to him.
He made,
I can handle
he's
that.
used to it.
Yeah,
I
can
put a
handle
key in a light socket, and I ain't got no hair no more, so I ain't doing it again. So I said, I'm going to get away. And then we proceeded to come home.
And so we get home, get settled in and everything. And I said, well, I've had a big day.
Now I want some lasagna.
Well, it's about, well, we're going to get there. It's about 9 o'clock at night now before we even get home.
Yep. That's
And
about.
but I'm thinking, all the way home, I'm thinking, I'm going to get home. Two things are going to happen. I'm going to turn on TV. I'm going to pet the skillet for a few minutes. I'm going to eat me some lasagna. And watch a little TV.
That's 4.
So, I get home, turn on TV, pet skillet.
That's 2.
Where's that lasagna at?
Yep.
Nope.
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 He looked at me, and that's what he said. He said, where's the lasagna at? I said, well, see, here's what happened.
He didn't make it.
See, I,
If you'd have got out of the hospital at the regular time like you're supposed to, Dad, you'd had lasagna.
yeah, but I didn't want to say that because he'd had traumatic experience. So I tried to take it on myself. I said, I went and got it too early. I went and got your lasagna too early. The ice packs had done melted. I don't want you to get salmonella. Had to go back to the hospital.
It'd be a whole thing.
Then I tried to blame it on Josh, and I was like, I don't even know what the hell he's doing.
Yeah.
He could have got
He
it.
could have got it,
And
he
then
didn't.
Josh called, and he's like, hey, fatty, you told me to go back to work. I ain't doing
Well, no.
that
Then I walked in that night with a kazoo to welcome Dad home, and it scared him a little bit. And honestly, I was worried. I was like, idiot. He just had a heart attack.
Yeah, this thing did a
Stop.
little hiccup.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah,
I-
stop. You can't just be going in. Welcome home, somebody who's had a heart attack. I learned
So
the value. I
lasagna
learned.
ended up being in Kay's truck from 10 o'clock in the morning until 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah,
And that's when he decided, before we got ready to leave the hospital, he better throw it away.
yeah.
Because I couldn't eat it, you know.
Because he was going to want to eat it no matter what.
well, I was
After
going to ask
that
him how
whole-
long he's been in the
Yeah.
truck, you know.
And he would have eaten it.
Yeah, I would have.
He would have
yeah.
eaten it. I would have.
Well, if it's that good to start with.
Right.
How bad could it get to not be that good?
Yeah, well, it
You know,
doesn't have
that's
any
my question.
preservatives in it. It doesn't have any of that. So that's what I started thinking. I was like, actually, it would
Probably
probably
been
go, probably would have been fine, but then also probably would have been bad sooner than, one that somebody else cooked from box stuff.
Basically, what we're saying is Dad had a heart attack. Shit got sideways, but luckily he's home. He's got his life vest. He's good to go.
Yep.
I ain't got to wear this thing but a few more months, and then they say what this thing will do is, well, it'll shock you. I start with if you don't act right.
No, it'll shock your ass.
Yeah, yeah.
But if it ever goes off, I hope you're around. Earl. Come and grab hold of you, Earl. Help me, help me.
Earl, help! Give me a hug.
Or if my heart goes off the rail and starts vibrating sideways and shit, like it'll straighten it back out, make
Yep.
it go like that right there.
Yep.
Yep.
And it helps heal it up too somehow. I don't know what that does. I think the only thing that really worried me is every once in a while it's not a pain. It's kind of like a sometimes when you somebody sneaks up on you, you kind of do like that right there. I feel that in my heart sometimes. I'm just wondering if they left a rake or anything in there.
It was a hoe. They had a hoe in there where they were scraping that artery,
Mm-hmm.
and the end broke off that hoe. And it
That's
left it
just
in
the
there.
thought of Josh scaring him with that kazoo again.
That's probably what it is.
Or now that we're on the back end of this thing and everything's going well, it could be that gnawing factor inside your body that knows, like, hey, Kay went out to the truck and ate that damn lasagna.
Yep.
Sorry.
I've thought about that several times. And if my heart wasn't bad and I was afraid that thing wouldn't go off, I was going to confront him on it.
Yeah.
You know better.
And
Right.
yes. What's he going to say? Well, yeah, Dad, I ate it. Well, what am I going to say? Well, shit.
Yeah. I was
And
gonna say,
that's about as far as it's going to go.
it worked out the
Or if he
best.
tries to weasel out and say, no, Dad, I didn't eat it. And this thing going to go,
Yeah.
and, oh,
It's a
hell.
lie detector.
Yeah,
too, ain't it?
yeah.
That's what's going to happen is I'm going to own up to it like I just did. And then he's going to get pissed, and that thing's going to start beeping. He's going to be like, hold on a sec. Tear it off there. Here you go. I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah. Then he's shocked. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.